Welcome to Skopje, the capital of NATO ally North Macedonia. It's a wonderful country, and despite a bit of rain in the winter here, I'm here on the 17th of January. It's very beautiful. I want to show you here the buildings, everything is moving here, the Marriott Hotel, Alexander the Great, and some of this old town architecture, and it's very, very beautiful main square. I was here the first time in '98. I remember it was very empty, very grey. Communism has left only disaster for North Macedonia. And at that time, it had a different name and it was not fully recognized and it was all a bit of a mess. And now we have come so far now in the last years, with the peace agreement with Greece and with Bulgaria, and it's quite amazing and we should be very proud. But again, due to the lack of European leadership, it is in a crisis, this country. Again and again, here some of the foreign investors and here many of the monuments the previous government until 2016 or 15 has left. Maybe exaggerated, this is this beautiful bridge, and it's amazing town and it's amazing country. I really love North Macedonia, the Vardar River. There's so much energy potential, there's so much agriculture potential, there's so great people here. They really are amazing, and I can just confirm it's an amazing country. But the problem here, again, it's the lack of European leadership. It's the lack of EU fast-tracking this country into the European Union, and that's beside Macedonia, despite the odds, is fully in solidarity with Ukraine, has supplied weapons to Ukraine, is fully within the sanctions against Russia, and that's not uncontroversial here. And they did it. They are with us. They are with Ukraine. They are really, really very good here. They have the currency pegged to the euro. They have complied with all the regulations. They have implemented all the things which are necessary for EU accession. And it's really perfect. The only one who is not perfect is, unfortunately, look here, the sun is shining despite a bit of rain, and it's a really wonderful morning here. I show you some of these governmental buildings, some of the museums. It is really very impressive town. But the problem again and again, again and again, it's the Western Europeans not ready to integrate this country into the European Union and delaying it. We had historic breakthrough, start of negotiations. They got the EU candidate status in December 2005. It's also, by the way, the year I started in the Balkans, I remember. And that's now, it's not 20 years ago, it's now 18 years ago. They got the candidate status from the objective European Commission that they are ready for that. Then, 18 years later, they were allowed to start negotiations. This is the castle. This is the museum for the Macedonian Revolution. You can see it very well. And this is exactly the symbol of Austrian betrayal. This is the symbol of Austrian and European betrayal. Kapos, he was the Macedonian uprising leader when we had the victory against the Turks, and then later Prince again drove back the Turks, and until here he came, and he has basically told them to revolutionize against the Ottomans, and then we betrayed them, and the emperor was more interested to build up some castles or some kind of Schönbrunn or some kind of opera. And who cared for the Macedonians? And here, at this bridge, Karbosh, the Macedonian independence leader of the post-Vienna siege, Macedonians, was decapitated by the Ottoman authorities over there. This is the castle, and we have betrayed them. And again, Macedonia was betrayed by Europe, and it's again the situation. And Karbosh decapitation is a good symbol for the Austrian betrayal against Romania, against Bulgaria, and it's all part of the same story. At the end of the day in Vienna they don't care for the Balkans, and then we have the complete mess over here, and that's of course a tragedy. And why not fix that? Why not make that different this time? These are the monuments for Cyril and Method. Another documentation for how crucially important Macedonia is as a logistic crossroads for the Balkans. If ever a country is the hub of the Balkans, it's Macedonia, obviously. There's a reason why Cyril and Method, they were passing here from Ohrid to Skopje on the way to Ukraine. Even at that, whatever, the 8th century, they were already much more better connected globally. By the way, that was the seat of Ottoman Empire, in basically the capital in the Balkans. Skopje has a huge strategic position and is really very important. But unfortunately, in the 10 European networks, the Corridor 8 was not integrated, while it's so important for Mariupol to Durrës. But no, and now I have to preach the gospel that this is very important and it should be a bit more logical. That's, by the way, the monument from Philip of Macedon. You can think about whatever you want for all these monuments, but at least they are there, and I think they are a kind of touristic attraction, whatever their historic value. That's very important. That's the Holocaust Museum. I have not visited them tonight, it was always closed, but it is a very interesting place. I will be on my agenda to show you in the coming visits, and that's the Macedonian independence struggle. And again I explain, yeah, we have to respect as well the anti-imperial, anti-colonial independence struggle of the Balkan people. It is legitimate to fight against the Ottoman Empire. We all did it, and they have this kind of history, even when it was terrorist and revolutionary. We respect the heroes, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now, and we should be more forthcoming. And I want to reiterate, this is now the castle of Skopje, the seat of Ottoman imperial power for 500 years, and they have actually conquered Skopje, to my best knowledge, before they conquered Istanbul. So this was decisive forward position of the Ottomans, because it is the hub and the spine of the Balkans. The control of Skopje luckily has shifted towards NATO with membership, and the American embassy has a huge influence. But Europe, as always, we are weak, appeasing, failing, and the French, who are now in retreat, luckily, they are blocking membership. Macron has made more damage than most enemies of Europe ever could do by his no in 2019. And now I'm entering here this beautiful part of the old town, the touristic gem and heart of Skopje. It's very nice. This is, by the way, a multi-ethnic university which was created by the international community after the conflict, as they say here. It was not a full-scale war, but it was the last serious major conflict in the Balkans. After the Kosovo War, there was the uprising of the Macedonian Albanians against a very repressive regime back then. And since then it was settled with the help of the international community in the Ohrid Agreement in the year 2000 in August. And since then we have gradually improvement of the situation. And actually it is a model country. Hello Serbia, I wish you would be as good as Macedonia or Kosovo. Yesterday I made a comparison on Twitter between Kosovo and Serbia. How much more better Kosovo is objectively today than the repressive regime of Serbia. And Macedonia has settled very well all the ethnic and institutional issues. This is Europe here. It's actually one of the streets, it's called European streets here, and that's very good. Yes, I'm lucky it's not raining, because podcasting in the public during the rain is not my favorite. Yeah, in conclusion, I call for Macedonia to be in the European Union. As simple as clear as it. It must be the way. That's the way to settle it, to give stability. Because otherwise we're running from government crisis to government crisis, and I'm not sure who can be interested in that one. Here, just let me make the check where we are now. Here. Yes, exactly. This is the way up to the Bushy Resort. Old Town Brewery. It's a wonderful place in the summer. Here. Exactly here. Yes. This is very nice. It's a wonderful place to sit outside during the summer months, and that's very beautiful. Good. My conclusion here, first video of the day, please, wherever you are, support North Macedonia's EU membership 2024, maybe even without voting rights. Fair enough, we can do that, but inside it's much better than outside. It gives stability, more transfers, more opportunity, more growth, more investment. And please allow the euro for North Macedonia. Put it associated into Schengen. Open the labor market towards North Macedonia, Austria. And we have much better, more stable Balkans. Invest in the infrastructure. Today, from Skopje to Sofia, there's not even the dream of a highway. And that's all not so good. We can do better. We should do better. We are Europe. We are now at war with Russia. They have done it. It's not our wish, but it's a reality. And can we please do things a bit better? That would be good. Thanks a lot and best regards, and more to come from Skopje in North Macedonia on the way to the European Union. The faster, the better. Bye.